Oakland is a really old community. It's been here, nestled in part of the Appalachian Mountains for almost 200 years. One of the earliest settlers, a fellow by the name of Isaac McCarty, came here and was a Methodist. He had been part of a Methodist class in the little community that he had come from, and then settled here and built a little log cabin. And McCarty began to invite some of his neighbors and friends. And they had a circuit rider come by every now and then, would preach, whatnot. But it was a Methodist class. It was a Sunday school class. And McCarty didn't know what would happen. It would probably blow his mind that this church was built, that the legacy that he began culminated in St. Paul's United Methodist Church today in 2025.
St. Paul's is one of the most generous, loving churches I've been involved with. And that has flourished throughout. If there is a need in the community, whether that's someone that walks in the front door and they're in need of something, or we learn of an organizational need, profit or nonprofit, if they reach out to us or we learn and bring it back to the congregation, they will respond. And we have been through 4 pastors during the Source Collaborative effort, but our first one, Reverend Matthew Paw, applied for the grant.
When I came in and Melissa Rank shared with me one-on-one the steps, she had the flip charts, she had them laid out and was going through this and that, and was going like, oh my gosh, you guys have really laid the groundwork. And this was what an opportunity. And Melissa's main thing when she was concerned, she said, are you on board? It's a thing. I've seen this happen. I've seen this happen to ministries that I began and was embraced. And then a new appointment would come and say, it's not my thing. And it would eventually erode and go away. You need that continuity. Congregations, when they are beginning a ministry, or if it's midstream, needs that continuity of leadership that will buy into what's going on and continue it. And I was on board for the moment when I saw it.
I would say it's about trying to explore what as a church, what your congregation wants to try and do in the community that might be new or different. The results that we came up with did surprise me. I did not expect everyone in the congregation to be as supportive of the direction that we've taken, which is supporting the mental health of young people in the community. But we came at that through dialogue, through talking through all the possibilities and talking with the congregation.
Well, we didn't want it to be our vote. We wanted it to be the congregation's decision. And we got about 38 responses of a congregation that day of about 45 or 46. And then the other 2 came in second and third. But what was really wonderful, on the back of the card, we asked them to prioritize. And then we asked them, will you help? And they all put in, whichever one you pick, we're going to help. And so we held the second annual color run. It became a collaborative effort between the Health Department, Garrett County Lighthouse, Garrett County Community Action, the Cumberland Youth Group, and a home similar to ours at Cumberland that takes care of adult mental illness. So we all came together to host this color run. And we were skeptical we would have worshipers help us, and we're overwhelmed with the kind of response we got. The crowd was enormous. And we circulated who will help, who would bake cookies. We had dozens and dozens of cookies coming out of St. Paul's, and close to 20 volunteers showed up to do something that day. John Wesley would be incredibly proud of the methodical way we have gone about the Source Collaborative team effort. And I have spoken often about the opportunity to join the hub. Why would you not? Why would you not reach out and see if you're a candidate? Again, if a congregant here came to say, I've got this other marker of thriving for you to consider, Albeit we have a smaller congregation than when we started, I believe that most of the team would be up for it, but we will be looking for new members too. We have lost members, but we have gained members, and I can't wait if that opportunity would come again to introduce these new folks that have found our pews and found us to be loving and generous to become involved in another opportunity to be in the hub.